something. Buzzer-wise, that is. Hello, everyone. Oh, seeing some big smiles today and some curious looks as well. A reminder to everyone, you have to be on camera at all times. And we appreciate it if you would, like, more or less stay still. We don't want to see a lot of movement of hands and eyes going left and right, because we want to make sure, as silly as it may sound, but we want to make sure that nobody is, using their downtime to Google this or that, or Wikipedia this or that in the course of the match. So keeping your hands still, or in Bill's case, absolutely visible, is very, very helpful. We don't want no hanky-panky, which is not a clue today. But we've got some good clues for you. I think you'll enjoy them. A reminder, let's see, our captains, for those who are watching at home, both of you, we have the free agent banana slugs, or Fabs. Sarah, you're the captain, yes? And we have Thinque, Petros, you are, as always, the captain. And Sarah and Petros, I would ask you, when it in the event of a steal opportunity, have your team all unmute so we can all enjoy the colloquy. But Sarah and Petros, please give us your response or your pass with the words final answer. If you could remember to add the words final answer, then I don't have to worry about affirming or denying the wrong thing. What else? Oh, remember, everybody, you are entitled to no more than 2 buzzes per 5-clue category. If you buzz in a third time, your team automatically loses points. I mean, that's not a warning situation. That's just a fact of life. So we recommend the classic Vegas dealers gesture on camera so that you remember and we all see that you were out of the running. But here we go. Oh, these are fun. We're going to start with 1 point to 5 points. Is Kathleen, are you our scorekeeper today?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. We'll give Dan and Kathleen a chance in case there are any stumpers. Our first category is unofficial state nicknames. Unofficial state nicknames. For 1 point, good luck, teams. For 1 point, the alligator state. Ken?
Florida.
Correct. First blood to the blue team. For 2 points, unofficial state nicknames. The highest state. The highest state. Erin?
Denver, or Colorado, sorry.
Colorado is correct, and never more true than the last year or so. For 3 points, the Pilgrim State. Bill?
Massachusetts.
That's where I reside. Massachusetts is correct for 3 points. For 4
Me
points.
too, Bob. Woo, Massachusetts.
Oh, Erin, are you there? Where are you? Whereabouts are you?
I'm in Danvers.
Denver. I'm in Newton Center.
Awesome.
For 4 points, they don't care. For 4 points, Paradise of the Pacific. Erin.
Hawaii.
Hawaii is correct for 4 points. How could they make that a 4-point clue? Okay, for 5 points, here we go. The Terrapin State. The Terrapin. Bill.
Maryland.
Maryland is correct for 5 points. Okie dokie. We now go to One Night When I Couldn't Sleep. This is sort of a narrative. You'll get the hang of it. One Night When I Couldn't Sleep. 11:30 p.m. One of his top 10 ways to make Jeopardy more exciting, contestants paid in black market zoo animals. Erin.
David Letterman.
David Letterman, one of his top 10 ways. I was hoping nobody would buzz in until I got to the end of the clue, because I love that. Contestants paid in black market zoo animals. James would have quite a few of those. Okay, for 2 points, 12:47 a.m. Thumbed through this thriller about a young runner. Nazi dentistry always lulls me to sleep. Bill.
Marathon Man.
By William Goldman, that is correct. The late, great William Goldman. Marathon Man is right for 2 points. One Night When I Couldn't Sleep for 3, 1:58 a.m. Took my dog for a walk. He's this Chinese breed with deep, deep wrinkles. That's why I call him Michelin Man. Nick.
Sharpay.
Sharpay is correct for 3 points. 4 points. 2:52 a.m. Karaoke'd Chow Down and The Madness of King Scar from this Broadway musical, My Neighbors Love Me. Erin.
The Lion King.
Lion King is right. You are out of the category for the 5-point clue. 4:27 a.m. Planned a trip to this tiny principality in the Pyrenees. I'll learn Catalan. Bill?
Andorra.
Andorra is correct. Catalan, the official language. Okay. That narrative was kind of boring, but it had some good clues. Our third category, classical music. Classical music. For 1 point. J.S. Bach played a mean violin, but preferred this instrument with a slightly longer body and slightly shorter name. Erin?
The cello.
The cello is incorrect. Let's repeat it now. It's a break for the blue team. Here you go. J.S. Bach played a mean violin, but preferred this instrument with a slightly longer body and slightly shorter name.
I believe it's the viola,
Viola.
guys.
Yeah,
Okay, go for it.
fits the clue. Viola, final answer.
That is right. Viola is correct. 1 point. Okay. Not a big turnaround, but blue team, we like these signs of life. Buzz in with aggressive. Okay. For 2 points. This composer, born in 1809, was the grandson of philosopher Moses Mendelssohn. Erin?
Felix Mendelssohn.
Felix Mendelssohn is correct. For 3 points, classical music. The title of Brahms' Liebeslieder means these of love. The title of Brahms' Liebeslieder means these of love. 5 seconds. Time. Kathleen, Dan?
I've got nothing.
Liebeslieder? Liebeslieder, songs of love. Lieder are songs. Liebes, love, songs. Okay. For 4 points, classical music. Beethoven's 1806 sonata is known by this Italian nickname containing the word passion. Beethoven's 1803 sonata is known by this Italian nickname containing the word passion. Time. Kathleen, Dan?
Nothing.
Yeah, no idea.
It is the Appassionata sonata. Appassionata. Okay, for 5 points. In 1696, John Blow, a great British composer of this musical era, wrote an ode on the death of another, Henry Purcell. In 1696, John Blow, a great British composer of this musical era, wrote an ode on the death of another, Henry Purcell. 5 seconds. Time. Nobody wanted to buzz in and go for Baroque, eh? The Baroque era. They were both Baroque composers. At the end of the first half of the first round, See Think Do is decidedly ahead 30-2, but there's lots of points ahead when we get to a less cranky category than classical music. And how would Hershey's be? Hershey's be a little bit more popular, I think. Okay, let's try it. For 1 point, Hershey's. The milk chocolate Hershey bar was introduced in 1900. A version that added these came 8 years later. Petros.
Almonds.
Almonds is correct for 1 point. So you learn stuff. The Hershey bar with almonds dates back to 1908. Okay. For 2 points. Milton Hershey established his first candy business in this city in time for its Centennial Exposition of 1876. Erin?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is correct for 2 points. Hershey's for 3. The name of this assortment of caramels makes it sound like you'd find it at the end of a rainbow. The name of this Sarah,
Pot of gold.
pot of gold for 3 points is correct. Hershey's for 4. In 1977, Hershey's acquired this brand of licorice, the twist you can't resist. Erin,
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers is right, and you are out of this category for the last clue for 5 points. Products sold under this iconic brand name include the Nutrageous bar and creamy peanut butter. Products sold under this iconic brand name include the Nutrageous bar and creamy peanut butter. Sarah,
Sorry, is it Reese's?
Reese's is correct. Yes. I did not know that Reese's was acquired by Hershey's, but there you again, you learn so much. Okay.
I'm gonna have to tell my friend she worked at Chocolate World for 5 years and has lots of stories that she always shares.
Is that a magazine or a place? A magical place?
It's a place in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. Could be.
I'm going there for a conference literally next week.
I think it should be a magazine as well. Okay. The pages stick together. Okay. The next category is how do you get by? By, by is in quotes. So how do you get by? By, that means, of course, by will appear in every response. Okay. 3 hours early at the airport, you might take this status on an earlier flight. Petros?
Standby.
Standby is right for 1 point. Well done. How do you get by in quotes for 2? A road for a motorist to avoid heavy traffic or a surgical, Sarah?
Bypass.
Surgical heart procedure. Bypass is correct for 2 points. How do you get by for 3? When you let these be these, you decide to forget past, Bill?
Bygones.
Bygones be bygones. Past disagreements is right for 3 points. How do you get by for 4 points? It's a standing rule governing a corporation's internal affairs. Bill?
Bylaw.
Bylaw or bylaws is correct. You are out of the running for the next clue for 5 points. Found before the word account, this term originated with announcers who described each punch in a boxing match. Found before, Sarah?
Play-by-play.
Incorrect. Break for the red team. Found before account. This term originated with announcers who described each punch in a boxing match.
It's blow by blow.
Blow by blow.
By blow. Bob, we're good with blow by blow, right, team? Bob, blow by blow. Final answer.
That is correct. Blow by blow. Sarah, I know it's very little consolation, but play by play was a wrong answer on the show. So it's not like you were way out of line. Okay. Now we're going to conclude the first round with the answer to how do you get by? I manage. I manage. For 1 point. Manager Danny Ozark misspoke when he said, even Napoleon had his, this what, Bill?
Waterloo.
Incorrect. Break for the blue team. I'll give you the entire clue. Manager Danny Ozark misspoke when he said, even Napoleon had his, this Washington apartment complex.
Watergate.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Final answer, Watergate.
Watergate, yeah, that was it. Bill, coming a little too aggressively there, lost you a point, but not not too much harm or foul. Okay, I managed for 2. Kurt Bevacqua, quote, couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat, unquote. Bill?
I suspect I'm also too aggressive here because I don't even have any idea what it's talking about, but I'm going to say Bob Feller.
That would be incorrect, as you will undoubtedly know, and I hope the blue team will when I give them the entire clue. Kurt Bevacqua, quote, couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat, unquote, said this Dodger skipper in 1982.
Oh,
This is you, Ken.
Oh my
This is-
goodness, the manager of the Dodgers has got to be, oh my goodness, too easy. Manager, oh my goodness.
Michael, any Dodger knowledge secretly?
I'm not a baseball
Can-
guy.
Can we request the clue be read again?
Yes, because you get to hear it twice and complete. Kurt Bevacqua, quote, couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat, said this Dodger skipper in 1982.
1982.
I'm blanking.
Oh, my Los Angeles knowledge is failing me as well.
It's too easy, but I can't think of it.
I think we should pass.
Okay, it's a pass. Any Californians or baseball fans know?
Tommy
Was it
Lasorda.
Lasorda?
Tommy Lasorda, yes. By the way, he didn't say if he fell out of a boat. There was a word in between and boat, but you're not allowed to say that on television. Though adding it might have gotten to Lasorda quicker. Okay, for 3 points, and I manage. And Bill, you are out of this. It wasn't Thinque or Evers, but this man who led the Cubs to consecutive World Series, Ken?
Oh, Chance?
Frank Chance is correct. A triple stumper on the show, Ken. Very good. Consecutive World Series wins in 07 and 08. That's 1907 and 08 for you whippersnappers, which is not to say I was there at the time. For 4 points in I Manage. Cito Gaston took this north of the border team to consecutive titles in 1992 and 93. Cito Gaston took this north of the border team to consecutive titles in 1992 and 93. 5 seconds. Time. Yes, Bill? No
It's the
point.
Toronto Blue Jays.
It is the Toronto Blue Jays, yes. So no points there. And finally, 5 points. In every year but one, from 1991 to 2005, he led the Atlanta Braves to division crowns. Yes, Bill, I know you know it. In every year but one, from 1991 to 2005, he led the Atlanta Braves to division crowns. 5 seconds. Time. And I think it's the recently deceased Bill who?
Bobby Cox.
Bobby Cox. Oh, Dan knew that one. Bobby Cox. Okay. Those last 3, by the way, were triple stumpers on the show, so no harm to foul. At the end of the first round, Think do 47, Fabs 11, definitely within shouting distance, and the possibility of a tie because both teams have an odd score. We go on to our next category, which goes back about as far as the Thinkers and Evers and Chance, the League of Nations. Let's see how much you know about the League of Nations for 2 points. One of the products of the peace conference held in this city in 1919 was the Covenant of the League of Nations. One of the products of the peace conference held in this city in 1919. Sarah?
Geneva?
Nope. Red team?
Pretty sure it's Versailles.
Versailles?
Does that sound right to everybody else?
Was that the Treaty of Versailles, 1919 after World War I, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's what's right. Yeah.
Let's go for it. Bob, Versailles, final answer.
Nope.
Paris.
I thought it
Paris.
was there.
Which I read about. in the
Also, I think we were given points by accident. Or no, Ken had it. Never mind.
I think the score's correct.
Sarah.
Okay, League of Nations for 4. During the league's history, 3 men, Eric Drummond, Joseph Avenol, and Sean Lester, held this hyphenated title. During the league's history, 3 men, Eric Drummond, Joseph Avenol, and Sean Lester, held this hyphenated title. Bill?
Secretary General?
That is right. Same one as in the current UN, Secretary General. Good aggression there, Bill. Nicely done. 4 points. For 6 points. In a rare success, the league decided that I'll start again. In a rare success, the league decided in 1921 that the Åland Islands belonged to this country, not Sweden. In a rare success, the league decided in 1921 that the Åland Islands belonged to this country, not Sweden. 5 seconds. Nope. I think it was a triple, yeah, it wasn't triple stump, it was Finland. Finland, not Sweden. For 4 points. The league dug freshwater wells in the third world and tried to eradicate this, also known as Hansen's disease. The league dug freshwater wells in the third world and tried to eradicate this. Chantel.
Leprosy.
Very good, Chantel. Nicely done. Leprosy, a triple stumper on the show. That is correct for 8 points. Very well done. For 10 points. After World War I, the league, in quotes, mandated that Great Britain take charge of lands east and west of this river. After World War I, the league mandated, in quotes, that Great Britain take charge of lands east and west of this river. 5 seconds. Time. Dan, Kathleen?
The Thames?
Nope.
The Ganges.
No, the mandate in quotes was a subtle reference to the Palestinian mandate. Great Britain was given a mandate over Palestine, so it is the Jordan River. The Jordan River we were looking for. Okay. Now I love this next category. I think you will too. But hands on your buzzers because these are short. As you might guess from the category, one-word film quotes. One-word film quotes for 2 points. You give me the film. 1986. Bueller. Nick.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's right, for 2 points. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. One-word film quotes for 4. 1982. Khan. Petros.
Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
That is correct, or The Wrath of Khan. Very good for 4 points. For 6 points. 1978. Toga. Erin.
Animal House.
Animal House, we would also have accepted National Lampoon's Animal House. It is alphabetized in both letters. For 8 points. 1975. Attica. Bill.
Dog Day Afternoon.
Dog Day Afternoon is right for 8 points. Blue team better jump in if you want to keep the red team from sweeping this category. For 10 points, 1984. Wolverines. Bill.
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn is right. Wolverines. Okay. Red team sweeps that category. Could be significant. We go on to our next category. Zeus, your daddy. Zeus, your daddy. Oh, they were really tacky this show. Okay. Zeus, your daddy for 2 points. Early myth says this so-called mighty goddess rose full grown from sea foam. Erin?
Aphrodite.
Mighty Aphrodite is right for 2 points. Zeus, your daddy for 4. This god was also a guide to the underworld and for travelers. Ken?
Oh, shoot. That was a mistake, actually. Guide to the Underworld is, oh my goodness. I didn't mean to buzz it. Guide to the Underworld is, oh my goodness, I know this.
Okay, that's it, Ken.
Sorry.
Okay, I think you'll get it when you hear the rest of the clue.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But it was good aggression. Here we go, red team. This god was also a guide to the underworld and for travelers. Now his name adorns expensive scarves.
Is it not Hades?
I was
It
gonna say,
is not Hades.
it should be Hermes, right? The Hermes, the brand, the scarves.
Hermes, yeah. Hermes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bob, we're gonna say Hermes or Hermes. Final answer.
That is right, Hermes or Hermes. Okay, for 6 points. Honey, it's twins. These two guys were often called the Dioscuri meaning the sons of Zeus, but one may have had another dad. Honey, it's twins. These two guys were often called the Dioscuri, meaning the sons of Zeus, but one may have had another dad. Time. It's not Romulus and Remus, I'll tell you that. Anybody? No points involved, just
Castor and Pollux?
Castor and Pollux is
Ah.
right, Aaron. Yes. Castor and Pollux. I always wondered who they were. But they were the Dioscuri, sons of Zeus, maybe. Okay, for 8 points, no points there. For 8 points. This goddess represented strategic war planning over the raw violence of war. Sarah?
Athena?
Athena is right for 8 points. Finally, for 10 points, in Zeus Your Daddy. Zeus and Danae's boy, he beheaded a Gorgon and wed Andromeda. Zeus and Danae's boy, he beheaded a Gorgon and wed Andromeda. Bill?
Hercules?
Incorrect. I'll read it again. That's a 10-point loss. Read it again for the blue team. Zeus and Danae's boy, he beheaded a Gorgon and wed Andromeda.
My Greek mythology. is
I was thinking Hercules too, actually.
I know who Medusa probably is who he beheaded, but I don't know who.
And wed Andromeda. Andromeda.
Pass, we think. Yeah, final answer. Yeah, final answer. Pass.
Boy, didn't you guys ever see Clash of the Titans?
Wasn't it Perseus?
Perseus, Harry Hamlin, I would have accepted. No, I wouldn't have. But Harry Hamlin played Perseus. Yeah, that's the guy. And it was Medusa he beheaded. Great movie. Not the remake, but the old one. Okay, no harm there. At the end of the first half of the second round, Thinque 2 maintains its lead 75-21, but we have 3 more categories. Here we go. For 2 points. Everybody, Chantel, you have to mute, please. Thank you. For 2 points, a bit of Brit Lit.
What's the category? Oh, there it is.
A bit of Brit Lit. She dedicated Jane Eyre to William Makepeace Thackeray. Erin?
Charlotte Bronte?
Charlotte Bronte is right. Triple stumper on the show, if you can believe. They had a bunch of dummies that day. We've been knocking off triple stumpers left and right in this match. For a bit of Brit Lit for 4. Edmund Clerihew Bentley once rhymed as follows. The novels of this author are the ones to get lost in. Bill?
Jane Austen.
The novels of Jane Austen are the ones to get lost in. Some critic was asked if he ever read novels, and he said, oh yes, all 6 of them every year. That was his view. Okay, a bit of Brit Lit for 6. Samuel Johnson gave this, in quotes, philosophical name to a group of 17th century poets that included John Donne. Samuel Johnson gave this philosophical, quotes, name to a group of 17th century poets that included John Donne. Time. Anybody? For giggles? No. They were, he called them the metaphysical poets, the metaphysical poets. Okay. For 8 points, a bit of Brit Lit. Last name of the writer whose formula was make 'em laugh, make 'em cry, make 'em wait. First name, Wilkie. Last name of the writer whose formula was make 'em laugh, make 'em cry, make 'em wait. First name, Wilkie. Time. Author of The Moonstone and The Woman in White, creator of the mystery story, period, Wilkie Collins. Wilkie Collins. I love that. Make them laugh, make them cry, make them wait. That's terrific. For 10 points, here we go. He was the, in quotes, venerable early scholar who wrote the ecclesiastical history of the English people? Erin.
Bede?
Venerable Bede is correct for 10 points. Okay. Our next category, complete the animal phrase. Complete the animal phrase. We're all standardized test experts and we're well versed in fill in the blanks. So here we go for 2 points. Complete the animal phrase. The best laid plans of blank and men. Ken.
Mice.
Mice is right for 2. Complete the animal phrase for 4. The old blank blank, she ain't what she used to be. Bill.
Gray mare.
The old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Correct for 4 points. Animal phrase for 6. Nervous as a start again. Nervous as a long-tailed blank in a room full of rocking chairs. Sarah.
Cat.
Cat. No, long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. That's right. Blah, blah. Okay. Animal phrases for 8. One blank does not make a summer. Sarah.
Sparrow.
Incorrect.
Oh, darn. Oh.
Red team. One blank does not make a summer.
Is it a robin?
I've got nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing on this one.
And I was like, there's one more category after this, so we probably, right?
I'm cool
Let's
with
not risk
passing.
it. Yeah, let's pass. Yeah. We're gonna pass, Bob.
So close, Sarah. You know what it was, right?
Starling.
No.
What was it? I don't know.
One swallow does not make a summer. One swallow.
Definitely an S word, though.
That word. Okay. For 10 points, you're out of this one, Sarah, because you buzzed in twice, I believe. For 10 points, everybody else. Strain at a gnat and swallow a blank. Strain at a gnat and swallow a blank. Time. Oh, Chantel, just in time.
A fly.
Nope, sorry. Red team, you want to take any kind of stab at it? Strain at a gnat and swallow a blank.
Oh, I was gonna say fly, so that
I was
I was
too.
gonna say horsefly, but I'm not confident enough on the 10 points.
Yeah, we'll pass, Bob.
You all have not been reading your Gospel of Matthew lately.
No.
The Pharisees and hypocrites would strain at a gnat. When a little bug would fall in their water, they'd pull that out and swallow. They would ignore a camel. Strain at a gnat and swallow a camel. Penny wise and pound foolish, essentially. Care about the little things and ignore the big ones. Okay, well, we learn everything, and I confess I did not know that one, and I had to look it up. But I passed along to you my expertise, because why should I be the only one who suffers? Okay, our final category is transportation. Transportation. Here we go for 2 points. Good luck, teams. The main attraction of the event called Monster Jam is watching these vehicles. Nick?
monster trucks.
Trucks is correct for 2 points. For 4 points. Based on banana hanging hooks, it was invented in 1936 to transport skiers at Sun Valley, Idaho. Erin?
The T-bar?
Incorrect. Break for the blue team. I'll repeat the clue. Based on banana hanging hooks, it was invented in 1936 to transport skiers at Sun Valley, Idaho.
I think the ski lift.
That's what I could think of. Ski lift, guys.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
Ski lift. Final answer.
Yeah, ski lift or chair lift. I'll accept that. Yeah, lift is the key part of the clue of the answer. Okay, 10 points there. Transportation for 6. Water and fuel for a train are carried in this car just behind the locomotive. Sarah?
Is it the engine?
No.
No. I'm just buzzing in, yeah.
Okay, the rest of the clue may help a little bit. Here it is, red team. Water and fuel for a train are carried in this car just behind the locomotive. It has a gentle sounding name. Think of an early Elvis Presley hit song.
Tender. It's a tender.
A tender.
Yep.
Is that
Sure. No idea.
we'll say tender, Bob. Final answer.
Tender cars, correct. Tender, love me tender, right. For 8 points. This maternal name for a vessel that guards or serves smaller ones is used, Bill,
Mothership.
sci-fi to refer to a vast alien craft, mothership, and Think Do breaks into 3 digits, and Bill drops out, I believe. Isn't that your second? No, that's just your first buzzer. Okay, here we go for 10 points in transportation. Is everybody muted? No, Petros, you have to mute. Thank you. This innovation in the Model T may have resulted from better roads, making oncoming cars more of a worry than ditches. This innovation in the Model T may have resulted from better roads, making oncoming cars more of a worry than ditches. 5 seconds. Petros, take a stab.
Is it headlights?
No. Blue team, you get a chance. Little redemption here for 10 points. This innovation in the Model T may have resulted from better roads, making oncoming cars more of a worry than ditches.
Jeez.
The
Could it
horn.
be like the mass production of them?
I'm thinking something added to the Model T. A
Yeah.
horn is what you would honk at oncoming cars, not at a ditch.
Do you want to definitely stay in the positive, or you want to risk it, maybe be negative for our game?
Risk for positive. Let's go out with a bang, guys.
I agree.
Risk it. All right, risk it all. We're going with horn.
No.
All right.
Anybody?
Is it the steering wheel?
Suspension.
No.
The bumper?
No. Make a mental picture of it. What would be easier to see oncoming cars and less important to see ditches?
Windshield?
No.
Side view mirror?
Headlights.
Rear view mirror?
Headlights.
A mirror of some sort.
No.
No, okay.
What is it?
No idea.
The steering wheel on the left. Prior to that, prior to the Model T, the steering wheel was always on the right because you wanted to watch for ditches. Steering wheel on the left because oncoming cars were more of a threat. Isn't that was a triple stumper, but I think that was a legit one.
That's a good question.
Really, really good clue. Okay, everybody. Well,
You trounced us.
Yeah. Great
Great
job.
Gets to do both. 97 to -1, but it was a good match. Let's face it, we had fun. There was a
Good
lot
job,
of
everybody. Great match.
humor. Well
You guys
done.
you were fast on the buzzer.